baby girl, we go better for.
You know my style, you know the chance, then it's all up, baby. If you say you get the man, then you wanna try, you go die, baby. You've been a landslide for a long time, but then no one believe me. All of them come back, you one try, but you do me for easy. Who bad enough, who do we like, waking up all my cellular, your back and your spine, I'll got you go break, carry my weight, because I'm way too big.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, I'm smiling. I'm so excited because the show is going to be different from what it was last week. Why is that? Well, you have me, you have DJ Dibs. What's different? Well, let me tell you. I got my kings back in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Osarama is back with us after scouting and recruiting for contestants. And I have a Zomina. Family reunion gone well.
How's the family going?
Wink, wink. You're welcome back, guys.
It's good to be back in the studio.
Yes,
Dibs, I missed your music.
I know, right?
Oh, I missed you all.
But also, I miss you more.
Tissue.
No, but also, come on. You're welcome back.
No,
welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
The Kings of Football officially fully loaded. Nobody injury worries. Everybody is available for selection.
Full house.
And right now, the lineup is full. Right now, what you need is to know exactly what we have for you on today's show. Awesome.
So as you guys know, the online action is not complete without some Budweiser questions. Here was last week's questions and the answers.
So our question for last week was, which are the English team members of the ill-fated Europa Super League? And it's Man City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham.
Okay, and here are the winners. Official Annie, you are our very first winner. Congratulations. Our next winner is Trade with Ike. Trade with Ike, congratulations. You'll be trading some Budweiser. And we have Cassie OKM. Congratulations to our winners. Now, as you know, of course, we've got questions for you this week. Oza, take it away.
So our question for this week is, who was the former owner of Leicester City who died in a helicopter crash at the King Power Stadium on 27th October 2018? Send in your answers and you stand a chance to win with Budweiser.
Using the hashtag KOF Show, Kings of Football, and of course, hashtag BudFootball. So now it's time for us to check out our leaderboard. Okay, we still got Victor Okpalua. The season is already, it's
almost done.
So Victor is like winner-elect or something. Then we've got Daniel, we've got Alex Mabinola, we've got Oluwatosin Mabinola. Well, it's basically the same thing. I think I see a difference at the bottom with Solomon. So yeah, congratulations.
All the action is on top.
Yeah, congratulations. So Victor just might be going away with 1 million naira at the end of this season. Now it's time for us to tell you how to be a part of the show. If you want to be with Jimmy, myself, and Oza up in the studio, here is how to be a part of the show. All right, guys, so we can't wait to have you in the studio. Now, over the course of the week, we had a senior man scoring goals. We had several interesting moments, you know.
Having to cut people so much soap.
Exactly. He said he's not soap anymore, he's now shower gel. Anyways, we have highlighted some of the exceptional kings from the previous match week. Here are the kings to watch.
Pulisic, here's Marcus Alonso. Oh, yes! Back in the side and marking it in the grand manner. What a goal that is!
Here comes Mateus Pereira. Johnston and Mateus Pereira. He's in behind, loops it over Mendy. Brute force might do the trick. Mahrez hooking the ball inside the penalty area and a perfect start for Manchester City.
Turning beautifully away from that and goes for what a goal!
Traore putting the pressure on and Chris Wood's there.
He's got him behind Townsend and Jamie Vardy puts Leicester City in front.
Sheffield United
Here's Vardy, lovely pass. Ian Acho, beautiful finish.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are the Kings to watch. But right now, let's introduce you to the contestant you will be watching as they hope to take home $1 million on the show. Starting, of course, with a man simply known as Babajide. Babajide, how are you today?
I'm fine today, Jim.
What team do you support?
I support Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Ah, that means you have a good chance of winning something.
Yes.
Are you here with your team?
Yes, I'm here with my teammates.
Ah, let's meet your team. Team Jide. Can I call you Jide?
Sure, you can.
Wonderful. Team Jide, how you guys doing?
Fine, thank you, sir. I'm
You guys sure you're ready to support Jide to get the title?
Yes, sir. Sure.
All right, let's see how you guys do when the second half comes on. Thank you for being on the show. On the other side of the spectrum, I have a man simply known as Tosin. Tosin, how are you doing today?
Good.
All right, so tell me exactly, what team do you support?
Manchester United.
Manchester United. Your fortunes have been topsy-turvy this season, but, you know, I'm sure you'll be hoping to do better than the team.
Yeah, of course, sure.
Are you here with your fellow Devils?
Yeah.
All right, let's meet your Red Devils. How you guys doing, guys?
I'm very well, thank you.
Are you sure you're going to be able to give him the through passes, the corner kicks, the free kicks to help him put the ball in the net?
Definitely.
I believe you 50%. I'm yet to be convinced.
I know, Tony. No, 100%.
Don't worry. Your answers will let us know. Thank you guys so much. Both of you understand that you are about to get into the realms of making money.
Sure.
But for me, I'm entering the realms of not giving money. This is our first segment of the show. Is called Level 1. It is Kickoff. We kick off by making things easy for our contestants, or we let them think so. Here are the rules of Kickoff.
Level 1. Kickoff. These are the easy questions. For every correct answer, 5,000 naira goes into the contestant's wallet. Contestants are not permitted to hit the buzzer until the question is completely read. And hear the phrase, "Your time starts now." Time allotted to each question is 3 seconds.
Right, those are the rules of our first level, that is Kickoff. It is time, actually, for us to kick off. Are you ready?
Very ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Here are your questions. First question. The late Ivorian midfielder Cheick Tiote played for which Premier League teams? A. Arsenal, B. Everton, C. Newcastle United. Team A.
Newcastle.
Newcastle United is correct. Nigerian prolific winger George Finidi played in the Premier League for which team? Options are Leeds United, Ipswich Town, and Aston Villa. Team A.
Aston Villa.
That is wrong. Team B.
Ipswich.
Ipswich Town is correct. All the following players have finished as Premier League top scorers in their careers except for one. Demba Ba, Alan Shearer, Sergio Aguero. Team B.
Demba Ba.
Demba Ba is correct. Karol Poboski won the Premier League in 1997 with which team? A. Manchester United, B. Liverpool, C. Arsenal. Team A.
Arsenal.
That is the wrong answer.
Manchester United.
That is correct. Which player, popularly known as Igwe by Nigerian fans, left Juventus to sign for Arsenal and ended up scoring 175 Premier League goals for them? Options are Sylvain Wiltord, Thierry Henry, or Robert Pires. Team A.
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry is the correct answer. Which Premier League striker is the current England captain? Options are Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, or Harry Kane. Team B.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane is correct. Who did Newcastle United sign for a club record fee in the summer of 2019? Options are Joel Linton, Fabinho, or Matty Longstaff. Team A.
Joe Linton.
Joel Linton is correct. Which young Welsh player plays for Manchester United? The options are Ethan Ampadu, David Brooks, or Daniel James. Team A.
Daniel James.
Daniel James is correct. Your ninth question. Which Malian footballer currently plays for Southampton in the Premier League? Options are Nathan Tella, Musa Djenepro, or James Ward-Prowse. Team A.
Musa Djenepro.
Musa Djenepro is correct. Last question on our kickoff segment. Both fingers ready? Here we go. Who was the first Frenchman to score in the Premier League? Options are Eric Cantona, Loic Remy, or Andy Cole.
Eric
B.
Cantona.
Eric Cantona is correct. So far, so good. There seems to be a fast finger on Team A, but Team B seems to be composed and ready to take advantage. Will they be able to take advantage when it comes to their clubs? We'll find out on our Through Pass segment, which kicks off right after we give you the rules. Here are the rules of our Through Pass.
Level 2. Through Pass. Each contestant has 20 seconds to answer each question after the presenter has read the question. Every correct answer attracts 12,500 naira.
All right, those are the rules of our through pass segment. As you know, it's question tailored to their specific clubs. Will they be able to show us their knowledge of their teams? Well, we will definitely find out as we kick off through pass. All right, first questions. Starting off with Team Jide. You ready?
Very ready.
You support Chelsea?
Sure.
Here are your Chelsea questions. On which ground did Tammy Abraham score his first Chelsea hat-trick? Your options are the Molineux, Stamford Bridge, or St. James's Park.
The Molineux.
The Molineux is correct. What year of the 90s did Chelsea win the FA Cup? 97, 98, 99?
98.
That is wrong. Who became the first Chelsea player to score 4 goals in a Premier League match? Options are Gianluca Vialli, Didier Drogba, or Gianfranco Zola.
Didier Drogba.
That is wrong. Last question for you on the through pass. Who has managed the most Premier League games as Chelsea manager in a single stint? Options are Claudio Ranieri, Glenn Hoddle, or Ray Wilkins.
Glenn Hoddle.
Unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. You got 1 out of 4. Not impressive, but let's see if they can impress us on the other side. Team Manchester United, aka Team Tosin, aka Team B, aka Team Take It All.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, well,
All right, here are your Manchester United questions.
All right.
Here we go. The player who progressed to the Manchester United first team under Matt Busby were known as what? Busby Babes, Red Devil Greats, or Busby Giants?
Busby Babes.
Busby Babes is correct. Your next question. At 46 years and 281 days, which player was the oldest to appear for Manchester United ever? Billy Meredith, Ryan Giggs, or Ivor Allchurch?
Billy Meredith.
Billy Meredith is correct. In what year was Old Trafford built? 1911, 1920, or 1910?
1911.
1911, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You should have heeded my call to change your answer because that's wrong. Last question, sir. Who said, and I quote, "When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think the sardines will be thrown into the sea"? Options are Eric Cantona, Ryan Giggs, or Paul Scholes.
Eric Cantona.
Eric Cantona is the correct answer. You did well for that one. At least you did better than your opponents. Will they be able to do better when it comes to quick fire, rapid fire questions? That's what they have on our free kick segment. If you don't know about the free kick segment, well, let me sensitize you with the rules. Here are the rules of our free kicks.
Level 3. Free kick. Contestants have 2 minutes to answer 10 questions each. Question delivery is fast and contestants' inability to answer can be interjected with the word pass. For every correct answer, contestants win 10,000 naira each.
All right, those are the rules of our free kick segment. They come very, very fast. They're called rapid fire questions for a specific reason. Now, I'm going to be starting off with Team Tosin because, of course, Tosin is the one that's been doing well, and I want to see if he can continue his run. Here are your questions. Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go. First question. 2 teams from Wales have featured in the Premier League, and they are Cardiff City and which other team? Watford, Huddersfield Town, or Swansea City?
Swansea.
That is correct. Who became the first manager to avoid defeat in his first 12 Premier League games? Pep Guardiola, Maurizio Sarri, or Marco Silva?
Sarri.
Maurizio Sarri is correct. Jose Mourinho's first biggest home defeat in any competition as manager came as manager of which team? Tottenham, Chelsea, or Manchester United?
Man United.
That is correct. As a real fox in the box, which striker has scored 49 of his 53 Premier League goals from inside the area? Options are Javier Hernandez, Alvaro Morata, or Glenn Murray.
Javier Hernandez.
Javier Hernandez is correct. Born in the 2000s, who was the first player to score in the top flight? Callum Hudson-Odoi, Phil Foden, or Ryan Sessegnon?
Ryan Sessegnon.
Ryan Sessegnon is correct. Who among these players has won the league with both Barcelona and Real Madrid? Javier Saviola, Alberto Caledes, or Samuel Eto'o?
Saviola.
That is wrong. With which club did Xavi Alonso's father win the league in the 1980s 2 years in a row? Options are Real Madrid, Barcelona, or Real Sociedad?
Real Sociedad.
Real Sociedad is correct. The current record for the most consecutive league games without a loss belongs to which club? Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid?
Barcelona.
That is correct. And your ninth question is, which team's nickname Colchoneros translates to mattress makers in English? Real Madrid, Villarreal, or Atletico Madrid?
Villarreal.
That is wrong. Your last question is, which club is nicknamed the Los Periquitos? Your options are Barcelona, Espanyol, or Sevilla.
Espanyol.
Espanyol was a guess, but it was a good guess. That is correct. You did well in this round. Congratulations to you. Let's see if it can be matched on the other side. Team Chelsea. You've seen how it is to be on a rapid fire segment, to be on a hot seat, to have to take those free kicks as a goalkeeper. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
All right, here come your question. Starting, of course, with which Wolverhampton Wanderers player is known for his amazing long-range shooting? Connor Cody, Ruben Neves, or Ruben Vigar?
Ruben Neves.
That is wrong. In 2018-2019 season, Arsenal's unbeaten run ended at Southampton in December. By how many Premier League games did Unai Emery's men go without a defeat? Options are 14, 11, and 22.
14.
That is correct. Which former Chelsea player never tested defeat at home in the Premier League when he had scored? Victor Moses, Eden Hazard, or Nicolas Anelka?
Nicolas Anelka.
That is wrong. Which Arsenal player yelled in Ruud van Nistelrooy's face after he missed a penalty in the Battle of Old Trafford in 2003? Lee Dixon, Sol Campbell, or Martin Keown?
Martin Keown.
Martin Keown is correct. Which player received the first VAR red card in his side's record-breaking 9-0 defeat to Leicester? Options are James Ward-Prowse, Oriol Romero, or Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand is correct. Who coached Deportivo La Coruña when they won La Liga in the year 2000? Jose Javier Ureta, Unai Emery, or Jose Antonio Camacho?
Unai Ureta.
That is correct. Which club in Spain has finished as runners-up in La Liga the most number of times? Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, or Sevilla?
Barcelona.
That is correct. Which goalkeeper in La Liga holds the record for the most clean sheets in a season? Claudio Bravo, Francesco Leona, and of course, Ike Casillas.
Ike Casillas.
That is wrong. Ninth question is, which club was Seydou Keita playing for when he scored the fastest ever goal of 7.6 seconds in La Liga? Options are Valencia, Barcelona, or Huesca?
Barcelona.
That is wrong. Only one player in the Spanish top flight football has scored a hat-trick of hat-tricks. That is a hat-trick in 3 consecutive La Liga games. Which player is it? Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, or Legda?
Ronaldo.
That is wrong. Your time is up anyways, unfortunately. But you did very impressively well, I must say. Your team doesn't have to do too much when it comes to the second half of the show. Both sides seem to know what they're doing. This would be a very close call. Will it go down like the La Liga season of the year 2021? Well, we will find out. But right now, it's time for halftime show. Osa is back and she has a loaded package for you. The question is, are you ready? Let's get into it right now.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king. Make way for the king.
So smooth. Say you wanna party with a legend in the making. Spend it as we get it, better spread is what we baking. Say it out, I mean it, girl, the word is for the taking. But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. But how I do my thing, working like I'm buzzing, bet I'm bugging for the honey. But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. So smooth. Say you wanna party with a legend in the making. Spend it as we get it, better spread is what we baking. Say it out, I mean it, girl, the But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. But how I do my thing, working like I'm buzzing, bet I'm bugging for the honey. But how I do my thing smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth.
You're still locked onto the Kings of Football show, and we're having such an interesting time in the studio. It has been an intense first half, and while we get ready for the second half, it's half time. Today, I have decided to give a certain young man who has been on my case. You know, he's been disturbing me that he wants to grace the show with me. So today, guys, we have Jimmy Akinshola.
Guys, you realize that she's not been around for 2 weeks, right? So in that time, I've really been begging to replace you. But it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Welcome back to your show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
It's time for us to check out our FPL teams. I'll have you guys know that Dips is currently leading on our special team, and followed by Jimmy, followed by my humble self, and the Oracle is at the bottom.
But this looks like
here we go. This is me.
This is you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I have captained Iheanacho.
Why? Because
for next week, because yeah, exactly, and it's against Newcastle. Duh. Leicester City against Newcastle, obviously. I've taken out all my Man City players because
there's
no
rotation.
There's no certainty. Yeah. So basically, this is it. I've got Pickford as the keeper for this week.
But you have Salah playing in a big game against Manchester United.
Yeah, I had him play against Manchester United. United.
Yeah, so why did you make that choice?
Why did I make that choice? Because who else am I going to put from Liverpool?
Well,
I couldn't buy Bruno Fernandes. His money is too much. I don't have enough money anymore.
That shows by you by having Pereira.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had to use my last change to get that guy. He's my last change to get him.
I see.
Yeah, so this is me.
It looks all right, but I don't know if that's going to take you above me on the table.
Okay, so I'll have you guys know that I've been getting like the highest points for the last 3 weeks. But because he had a head start, that is why he's still ahead of me. If not, I'd have
Let me show you why I'm ahead of
Let's go to Jimmy,
my own team. So this is my team now. Obviously, I benched Leno previously, and I put him in because Arsenal have a cheaper, easiest running towards the end of the season. Odegaard is coming back from injury, so I still believe in him and he's of a reasonable price. Bruno Fernandes, because Manchester United are in second position, I do think he's going to be pivotal for that team to progress. While obviously I have the strike force of Iheanacho, Vardy, and Kane.
Okay, so next week, which is basically this weekend, we have it's a game against Leeds.
That's a game
against Leeds, and you're still captaining Kane.
Of course,
against
Kane
Leeds. You don't think Leeds are going to trouble? I know that, but I mean Leeds.
In the Premier League.
I've also known to trouble those so-called big teams.
Well, I do have Dallas in here, who's been doing extremely well. So if they do manage to pull up
I think it's going to be Dallas, not Bamford.
Bamford hasn't been performing recently.
I know,
yeah,
but
so I'm not, which is why I was worried when you
Dallas
had him on
over
your team,
Bamford.
It's okay.
I'll pick Bamford anytime, any day. So let's check out Dips, who is the actual oracle of.
Well, he's just 50 points ahead of me.
So, Rachel, quick question: why do you guys have Liverpool players?
Why do we have Liverpool players?
Because Liverpool is still trying to get into the Champions League.
Are they still winning? Well,
they're out of European competition as well.
But I really like your team, actually.
So you like the team, right? You see how? But I'm not sure I might switch Kane for.
But you see, this is where you might have a problem because Aston Villa. This is Aston Villa. Aston Villa and West Ham, they've been having fluctuating performances. Aston Villa, the other time they drew against West Bromwich Albion, and then they can't seem to hold on to a lead.
So if at all West Ham will perform, it's going to be
I feel like it can still work, though.
So,
of course, definitely. But I think you're wasting your positions with Calvert-Lewin because I don't think that's...
Yeah, but I didn't have any other option, though.
No, I had to take him out, actually. I actually did take him out.
You can't complain with your choices. You're at the top of the table.
So anyways, that's it. That is it. Yeah.
Let's see if things change next week.
Okay, so Jimmy, I'd like to quickly touch on something. I mean, over the course of the week, you know, there were these songbirds that were all over the place on Instagram, Twitter. Tell us about it.
Well, so basically, the reason why I also just remembered about the Smooth King remix is because I'm looking so smooth today, and she hasn't seen me in a while. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the popular word in town is the Smooth Kings remix, which is, of course, hosted by Mike Edwards. Now, the 4th episode came out last week, and it had Niniola as well as Chike on it. Now, that was tremendous. This week, of course, another one has come out, and it features Small Doctor and, of course, Terry, Starboy Terry. They're doing a very great remix of the Danfo Driver song. I'm sure you remember that one. But for right now, let's check out what Chike and, of course, Niniola did on the Smooth Kings remix show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Smooth Kings Remix Show, where we put a modern spin on hits from way back. I'm your host, Mike Edwards, and as usual, we are going to have two artists perform a Nigerian classic here on the Budweiser Smooth Kings Remix stage. Grab a bottle of Bud, and let's meet this week's star.
I'm super excited. I finally get to do a song with you.
Yeah?
I know, chicken.
Smooth. So smooth.
Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform live on stage is Chike Aniniola with a song by Sonny Neji.
Smooth. So smooth.
Still speaking of football, as is paramount to the show, it's time for us to talk about the things that have been the highlight of the football world over the course of the week. I have got with me, still sharing my stage, Jimmy.
Oh, wow.
And of course, we have got the one and only Inyobong Monday, my favorite analyst on this
What's up,
show.
man? How you doing?
They want me a bit.
No, it's the honest truth. Because I mean, once we start now, you'll be giving us. We'll say,
It's better she's whining you than she's saying what she's saying to me.
How have you been, Ini?
Yeah, fantastic. Great to be back on the show and good to see Jimmy again. Great job you guys are doing, man.
Thank you. I try. We try. All right, let's get right into it. First off, let's talk about the Premier League. Let's talk about the Premier League Hall of Fame, which acknowledged Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry. How do you see that?
Quite deserved. It doesn't come better than Alan Shearer and Thierry Henry. And personally, I feel Alan Shearer is the greatest ever goal scorer, and that without a doubt, 260 Premier League goals. I think if Thierry Henry played as many matches as Alan Shearer played, he would have gotten to that number. Yes. But Thierry Henry, in my opinion, is the greatest ever footballer to have played in the Premier League. I think he just absolutely...
He embodied everything about the Premier League.
He was just different class. You couldn't really say Henry was just a number 9. I mean, his record of 20 assists in one season is something that strikers don't usually do. And so great for them. Alan Shearer, what a man. And he's got a very big story behind him, you know, from Southampton to Blackburn, where he went on to win the title, then rejecting a move to Manchester United and going back to his hometown club. 15,000 people were outside of the St. James's Park to welcome him. So Alan Shearer, what an individual, what a footballer.
Okay, I know Jimmy would want to talk about Thierry Henry, but I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. Thank you so much. We could go on and on and on and on, but let me talk about one of my favorite coaches from the Premier League. I mean, Tottenham saw the exit of Jose Mourinho. Now, we know Jose Mourinho is an exceptional coach. I don't care what Tottenham says. However, what do you think the future holds for him?
I think he's got a couple of big jobs in there for him.
In England?
Maybe not in England. Bayern Munich just announced their new manager, so that is out of it. And AC Milan, if they don't make it to the Champions League, maybe they'll probably fire Pioli. Mourinho could be interested in that job. Gattuso is never settled with Napoli. So there are a few clubs in Europe where you think they will always want Mourinho's expertise. I generally feel that I think that Jose Mourinho, and this is an unpopular opinion, I just feel that Jose Mourinho is just, it looks like he's losing touch with modern football. I just feel that way. And it's not his fault. I think it's the ripple effect of what football has turned to.
But why exactly do you say he's losing touch?
No, that's what I'm saying, is what football has become, because the modern player is not exactly wired in the same way a player who played 10, 20 years ago. You don't have Aspilicuetas in the game again. You don't have John Terry's in the game again. You don't have players who are willing to spill blood for the club or spill blood for the manager. You hear things like, he's lost the dressing room. Absolute nonsense. He's not playing for the manager again. 20 years ago, you will not hear anything like that. The players were playing for the badge. They were playing for the culture of the football club. Now players... say you can't come to work and say you're not going to work today because you don't like DJ Dibbs. I mean, that's what you hear players do now. I don't like the manager. And that's what I'm saying, that Mourinho is going to find it difficult to work with players like that. They asked him the other day about losing Leeds. You know, Tottenham have dropped a lot of points from a leading position. And he said, same coach, different players. People said he was selfish. I think he was saying the right thing, because he understands that the current players do not understand this thing as the Aspilicuetas used to understand. Conte at Chelsea, Conte said that if you have Aspilicuetas, 11 Aspilicuetas, you win the league quite easily. How many Aspilicuetas in the game anymore?
But the reality
let me come in there. Let's move from coaches to owners of clubs. Jimmy, I'll throw this question to you. Let's talk about Arsenal now and Daniel Ek's proposal to buy Arsenal. Do you think this will? I mean, Arsenal haven't been doing so well, which I would likely think is down to coaches and players. But do you think a change of ownership will affect Arsenal positively or negatively?
Well, we've seen what change of ownership has done for a lot of clubs in the Premier League. I was going to just allude to the fact that Jose Mourinho is suffering from not having the ability to just change your team, which is what he...
Buy the players.
Which is what he got when he went into Chelsea. Roman Abramovich just opened the checkbooks and bought everybody. You can't do that in this day and age. Even the Man Cities that we were talking about being great, they can't just go out and buy everybody. They've actually said they're not going to buy a striker next year. And that's what the benefit of having an owner that has an open checkbook can do for you. Yes, we expect, if you're looking at both Kroenke and of course the Spotify owner, you're going to realize that Kroenke still has more money to throw around than the Spotify guy. But the thing is, Kroenke is not doing what we expect him to be doing, and that's why the call for a change. If he sits up and decides to, okay, let me do what the Roman Abramoviches have done. Let me do what the late Thai owner of Leicester City has done. Let me do what Man City's Sheikh Mansour has done. Let me put money in. Let me show these people who I really am. If he decides to do that, the voice of the people will change. So I don't think it's that much of a big deal. It's something to kickstart the season. Arsenal is 10th on the table going into the last couple of weeks in the league. We're hoping to get into the Champions League via the way of Europa League winning. So the reason why that just seems like it's a bit of an issue right now is because Arsenal is down.
Yeah.
So whatever they can get by way of hope, they will jump at it. And that's what that Spotify thing is. I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, I don't think it's a guarantee that we're going to get more money or change of atmosphere.
Talk to me, Ini.
Yeah, I totally agree with Jimmy, and it's about the connection with the fans. The fans want something different. The current owners want something different. Clearly, they're in the business to make money. The fans are in the business for bragging rights. They want to be.
They want to compete.
They want to compete. They want to go out there at work and have something to say to their rivals.
We went to battle and we
exactly. So the fans want trophy, and I totally agree with Jimmy. It may not be that simple in terms of the Spotify owner wanting to take over the club, because Stan Kroenke has got a real hold on the club. You know, he's been there for a while now, and he's got a lot of money, in all fairness, and he just needs that kick on the backside, and which I feel what the Spotify deal, what the guy is proposing, it feels like a kick on the backside. Because all of a sudden he's talking about, we're hearing he's told some of his family friends he would like to get Mbappe in, Haaland in. That would really excite the ears of an Arsenal fan.
Yeah,
and
but they always say that as an Arsenal fan. I say this to you. They said that a couple of years ago, nothing happened. Where are we today?
Okay.
We can't even buy Odegaard.
Okay,
what are we talking
all right,
about?
thank you so much.
So that's where the fans are. Where the fans are, they want Stan Kroenke to spend the money.
All right, okay. So let's take a quick trip to Spain and let's talk about the change in the standings on the log. At the beginning of the season, it was Atletico Madrid. Later, we saw Real Madrid. Next, we saw Barcelona. How exactly do you think this play of emotions have affected the fans in La Liga, and who do you see clinching the title at the end of the season? Do you see this going all the way to the final?
I would think it would go down to the wire. I'm very, very convinced that would go down to the wire, because Atletico Madrid are getting a few of their players back.
Well, it is going down to the wire.
It is going down to the wire, really. And Atletico Madrid, with, in all fairness, I would say that the Simeone project has come full cycle. I personally think that probably this should be his last season there. It's not going to happen, but I just feel that if it doesn't win the title this year, it would be such a disappointing season. At some point, they were 12 points, 10 points ahead of Real Madrid and Barcelona. How they've capitulated. In fairness to them, injury have not been fair to them. In fairness to them, they've lost.
But injury hasn't been fair to Real Madrid as well.
Yeah,
and Barcelona.
But when you lose Suarez and lose Carrasco,
Barcelona lost Suarez to Atletico Madrid.
Felix at the same time. And Barcelona are not Atletico Madrid. Make no mistake about it.
No, but
Barcelona can play. They've got a lot more quality in terms of. We're talking Barcelona of a few years ago. They've got a lot of individuals who can carry the team. I don't think Atletico Madrid are like that. I think that the frustration the fans would feel, obviously not being in the stadium is a big frustration for them, but not winning the title will be a bigger frustration for Atletico Madrid.
Let me jump in here. I feel like I agree with you to an extent, but I also feel like you mentioned a key part of it. Atletico Madrid is a team built on a lot of spirit, a lot of energy, and they've been playing their matches injured and without their fans. The spirit of that team, what makes Atletico Madrid so passionate and so much fun to watch, is the interaction between Simeone, the fans, the players, the fans. You take out the fans, they're just out there doing as much as their ability can carry.
I agree. Totally
their
agree.
ability, unfortunately, is nothing compared to the Barcelonas and Real Madrid. Having said that, Barcelona and Real Madrid are not even playing at their best. at the moment. So that's why it's so interesting, because lack of fans has almost leveled the playing field and allowed everybody to show them their quality. So I believe it's going to be interesting. It's going to go down to the last day. The fact that Barcelona is still going to play Atletico makes it even more interesting. The fact that Real Madrid are so topsy-turvy and still in the Champions League means that a lot of variables are still in play. I wouldn't call it if I were you.
All right, but very quickly, just shoot your shot. Who do you think is going to clinch the title at the end of the season?
Barcelona.
Shoot.
Real Madrid.
I think it's Barcelona.
Real Madrid.
But thank you so much for coming on the show, Ini. You still owe me a birthday cake. It was his birthday last week.
Happy birthday,
So happy
bro.
birthday
Come on,
in
man.
arrears.
Come on, man. Appreciate it.
We've got a carton of Budweiser for you at the end of the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got something for you. I promise you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, and that is it. It's time for us to go to the second half. But first, let's take a breather, and we'll be right back.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king. Make way for the king.
So smooth. Say you wanna party with a legend in the making. Spend it as we get it better, spread is what we baking. Say it out, I mean it, girl, the word is for the taking. But how I do my thing, smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. But how I do my thing, working like I'm buzzing, bet I'm bugging for the honey. But how I do my thing, smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. So smooth. Say you wanna party with a legend in the making. Spend it as we get it better, spread is what we baking. Say it out, I mean it, girl, the word is for the taking. But how I do my thing, smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth. But how I do my thing, working like I'm buzzing, bet I'm bugging for the honey. But how I do my thing, smooth, that's on everything. Smooth, 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 smooth.
Welcome back, guys. It's still on the Kings of Football show. Now, Jide and Tosin have been killing it so far, but I hope that they don't miss so many questions like I missed the halftime this week. Now, I actually need to talk to Jimmy and Ose why they kicked me off the set. But anyway, we need to move on as well. But you guys have to know that, first of all, I need to give you guys the rules of this round, which is called the corner kick. So here are the rules of the game.
Level 4, corner kick. There are 4 questions for each team. Every question has an expiry period of 30 seconds. The contestants can consult their team members for assistance. For every correct answer, each team wins 25,000 naira.
Welcome back, guys. So far, Jide has made 87,500 naira, while Tosin has made 142,500. So now Tosin is in the lead, but Jide, you have an option in this round to actually make more money than Tosin has. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Now remember, in this round, you can actually use your guys, the team guys that you came with, to help you answer the questions.
Sure.
So once I read the questions, your time starts. First question. Who did a robot dance for his 100th Premier League goal? Was it Wayne Rooney? Was it Peter Crouch? Was it Yakubu Ayebeni?
Peter Crouch.
Final answer, Peter Crouch?
Yes.
Correct. Who is the only player to have scored in the Merseyside Derby, the Manchester Derby, the Tyne Red Derby, and the El Clasico? Was it Craig Bellamy? Was it Royston Drenthe? Was it Michael Owen?
Michael Owen.
Final answer, Michael Owen?
Sure.
Correct. Which club won their first La Liga title in the 1980-81 season? Was it Sevilla? Was it Real Sociedad? Was it Deportivo La Corona?
I want to use my teammates.
All right, guys.
I'm saying Deportivo La Corona.
Try your final answer.
I'll go with them.
Wrong. It's Real Sociedad. Who were the 9th team to be crowned La Liga champions when they clinched the title in the 1999-2000 season? Was it Deportivo? Was it Villarreal? Was it Zaragoza?
My teammates again.
All right, guys, don't fail him this time.
Deportivo.
Final answer, Deportivo.
I go with them.
Correct. 3 out of 4 in this round. That's not bad at all. Tosin, are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right. The questions start now. Who simply ran away with his arm in the air an awful lot of times whenever he scored in the Premier League? Was this Alan Shearer? Was this Alexis Sanchez? Was this Thierry Henry?
Let me use my teammates.
Guys.
Thierry Henry.
Is Thierry Henry your final answer?
Yeah, definitely.
Final answer, Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Wrong is Alan Shearer. Who was the only English player to score a hat-trick in the 2013-14 Premier League season? Was it Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Was it Jesse Lingard? Was it Adam Johnson?
Can you repeat the options?
Who was the only English player to score a hat-trick in the 2013-2014 Premier League season? Was it Dominic Calvert-Lewin? Was it Jesse Lingard? Was it Adam Johnson?
Adam Johnson.
Final answer, Adam Johnson.
Yeah.
Correct. Who managed FC Barcelona to their only La Liga title in the 1980s? Was it Terry Venables? Was it Johan Cruyff? Was it Vicente Del Bosque?
Let me use the crowd. My team members.
Guys.
Option B.
Yeah.
B, you mean Johan Cruyff?
Correct. Cruyff.
Final answer, Johan Cruyff?
No, Terry Venables.
Correct. Sometimes one head is actually better than two.
Yeah.
From the start of the 2018-2019 season, which player currently holds the record for the most goals scored from direct free kicks in La Liga history? Is it Gerard Moreno? Is it Lionel Messi? Is it Dani Parejo?
Messi.
Final answer, Messi.
Let me use my friends.
All right, guys.
Lionel Messi. Final.
Are you saying Messi because he's the most famous out of the three players?
Man, that's just the option that seems right.
Messi. So you're not sure?
Not entirely sure.
Sometimes it's actually good not to be sure you're correct. So guys, there you have it. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with the next round.
Level 5. VAR. There are 4 videos showing different games. The clips will be paused at some point. Contestants are to determine the outcome of the move, ranging from a goal, save, or a miss. For every correct answer, 50,000 naira will be won. Time allotted to this is 30 seconds each.
So those are the rules of the game. So Team A, are you ready to play?
Ready.
Now, same thing like before, you could actually use the help of your team members, but this is the round where your eyes need to actually be quicker than your brain. So let's roll your first clip.
Lefty forward, the cross which...
So was that a goal, a save, or a miss?
I want to use my teammates.
All right, guys. Your help is needed again.
Miss.
I go with them.
You go with them. Final answer, miss?
Yes.
Let's reveal the clip. Oh. So does that mean you're going to deduct some of the money you were meant to give your team members?
It's fair play. Just to get
fair
some.
play?
Just to get some.
So let's see if you're going to still have that same mindset after this one, if they fail you again.
Okay.
Let's roll your second video. A save or a miss?
My teammates again.
Okay, guys.
A miss.
It was a miss?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you very sure?
I've been hearing this is actually.
Not very sure. Not very sure.
What did you say?
Not very
Not a
sure.
beauty pageant with all the miss I've been hearing. Not Miss World, not Miss Nigeria.
Not very
When
sure.
You say it's a miss and they're not sure. So is that your final answer? It's a miss.
I'll go with the save.
You go with the save.
Yes.
Final answer, save. Let's reveal the clip. see, when it comes to mind games, I hope I actually didn't play a role in that one.
You actually did.
I did?
Yeah.
So guys, now I'm actually being blamed for a contestant not to win so much money in this round. Well, it's not my fault, but let's hope the next contestant is actually going to be smarter or will outsmart me in this round. Are you ready?
Def.
Let's review your first clip.
Aurier, nice take. Sides across it, and it comes to Son. Shows right, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has such faith in him.
So was that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Let me use my guys.
A save.
Is it a save?
Yeah.
I believe so. I believe it's a save.
Save.
Final answer, save.
Save.
Let's reveal the clip.
The ball falls to Son. I thought he maybe hit it first time. Good play down.
That was actually one of the most famous saves this season. A De Gea-like save from Henderson. Good one. Let's see if your team members are going to help you with this one or you go alone. Let's review your next clip.
Behind it's a good pass indeed. It's Alexander Isaac. Still Isaac goes to ground in the box. In fact, the official claiming there was contact with the ball. It's still Oyarzabal now. The Atlanta strike.
So was that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Let me ask my guy.
All right, guys. So was that a goal, a save, or a miss?
I'll go with the goal.
I would also go with the goal.
Goal.
Miss.
Miss? You want to go against your guys?
Yeah.
Final answer, miss. Let's reveal the clip.
Launch it into the bottom corner. And despite conceding an early penalty, it was missed by Soler. Real Sociedad on the edge of the penalty area. His shot wide. But in fact,
Doubt their team members. But football is a team sport. But they decide to walk alone. Sadly, they're not Liverpool fans. Or it's gone very, very horrible for them. But in any way, we'll actually come back to you with the final segments, which is called the penalty segments. But first, guys, here are the rules of the game.
Level 6. Penalty. 4 memorable events are presented. Contestants will answer 2 questions each. The contestants are to give details of memorable events while the presenter takes note of vital specifics. A well-detailed answer will attract a favorable response from the presenter. The team with the higher number of wins on this level gains 250,000 naira. In a case of a tie, both teams will share the prize equally. That is 125,000 naira each.
So those are the rules of the game. Team A, are you ready? Your first question that goes, it was the transfer deadline in the year 2010. A frustrated Liverpool striker wanted to leave the club so bad that he did something out of place. He employed a Superman tactic and hovered around the West Ham and Spurs Stadium for hours before ending up back at Anfield. Describe the event and name the player involved.
Let me ask my teammate.
All right, guys, any help?
No idea.
I like your guys, they're so honest.
The name is Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres?
Describe the scenario.
No, I can't. I think the name is Torres.
He can't describe the scenario, but he thinks the player is Torres.
What year did you call that?
2010.
2010. What was I 2010? I think I'll go with Fernando Torres, but I can't really describe the scenario.
Final answer, Torres. Wrong. It was Ryan Babel. And he was hovering around the West Ham and Sports Stadium in a helicopter. So you're wrong. Now, your second, and in this case, your last question for today.
All right.
In the year 2000, a Celta Vigo player who was also a Barcelona legend had mysteriously left the club's training to head to Madrid under the guise that he had a family emergency. He ended up doing something unbelievable. Describe the event and name the player.
I'll use my friend.
No idea.
Guys, any idea this time?
No idea.
No idea? It's good you have honest friends.
Yeah, it's good. You know. So, 2010. Pass.
No clue.
No clue at all.
At all.
Yeah.
So final answer, no clue.
No clue.
So the correct answer is Albert Celades, who had promised that he was never going to join Real Madrid because of his loyalty to Barcelona, did move. Time,
Yeah.
the questions start now, and the same rules applies. You can actually use the help of your team members.
Yeah, sure.
Real Madrid rejected signing a player from Villarreal, stating that he wasn't a big impact player and bought Kaká instead. They lost out winning the league as a result of their match against Villarreal, with the second choice player scoring the winning goal. Describe the event and name the player.
Come again. Question.
Real Madrid rejected signing a player from Villarreal, stating that he wasn't a big impact player and bought Kaká instead. They lost out the league as a result of their match against Villarreal, with that so-called player scoring the winning goal. Describe the event and name the player.
Let me ask my dad.
Not so sure, but I'll go with Santi Cazorla.
You have 28 seconds.
Yeah. I'll go with the others. I'll go with him.
Yeah, but you just gave me the name of the player.
Yeah, Santi Cazorla. I should describe the... Man, I don't know.
So, I wish I wasn't going to be too strict. The player is correct, it's Santi Cazorla, but you didn't describe the whole scenario for me. So as a result, I wish I could give you half. But I can hear my boss telling me, also you can't give half, so you're wrong. Final answer, and the final answer from me to you is going to be better luck next time. The second and last question for today is, in the 1998-1999 Premier League season, a manager had a forgettable first day at work when he mistakenly found himself in the dugouts belonging to the opposing team. Who was the manager? Which team was he handling? And what were the circumstances around the mix-up?
Let me use my guys.
All right, guys.
No idea. No idea.
No, I know the teams. Liverpool and Manchester United. But I forgot the name of the manager.
Okay, so I think if it's Liverpool, I think I'll go with Gerard Houllier.
Gerard Houllier.
So he missed, like he went to the opposing team's sitting area, obviously, and then it was directed back to the normal sitting area.
That's the final answer?
Yeah.
You may actually be right. So that means maybe you're working out with 250,000 naira. But sadly, guys, he's wrong. So Jimmy, myself, and Ose may be smiling to the bank to go collect 250,000 naira. Hopefully our bosses are lenient enough to let us take the money home. But guys, we're going to be back with the awards to our contestants for how much they've won in this round.
Well, it's the moment our contestants have been waiting for, but their wait, will it match exactly what they're gonna get? Well, we'll find out as we reveal what our contestants will be taking home on today's edition of the Kings of Football. As you can see, Ose is in studio as well as the one and only Ozo. Today, we'll start off with Ozo.
This is when you don't want to be the first person called, as always. But Jide, you've won 162,500 naira.
162,500 naira. That could have been doubled if only you got the last set of questions correctly. But you should be impressed with what you've done so far. 162. That's more than what you came here with. So.
Yes, then I'll still blame Ozo. I'll blame Ozo.
Finally, somebody does it.
I'll blame Ozo for that VAR section.
For the VAR section?
So you
He's not joking, he's actually very serious.
I'm serious. So 100K, only 100K.
In my former life, they call me Discount Aegon. Put the blame on me. Don't worry, I'll take that one.
On this side, Osa is not going to be giving anybody anything, but what she will be giving you is a whole lot of money.
As always,
Tosin, please step forward and receive what Osa
267,500 naira.
And with that, you're officially our winner on the show today. You are today's king of football. How does that make you feel?
I feel good.
It's all yours. Take it. You're not going to share it.
Okay. I'm sharing it with my guys. Can you bring my guys?
Your guys that you disappointed and you didn't listen to. But having said that, thank you very much for coming on the show. We appreciate you. And of course, for everyone at home that's been a part of the show, participating, hitting us up on Twitter, hitting us up on Instagram, we appreciate you 100%. Especially the superiors. They're always on the problem.
Always hot.
Always on our case. But having said that, it's great to have my guys back on set. Also, final word.
No, it's great to be back, and I'm here to stay.
It's not end of the season. Which one is final?
No, I'm here to stay. No.
Final.
How does it feel? You've been missing for a while.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I missed you guys. I saw you handling my segments, and I'm like...
And you had to come back.
I just had to come back.
Guys, we want to say thank you very much. We'll be seeing you guys same time next week on the Kings of Football. We out. Budweiser, making it possible.
Okay, let's